girl, pretty ass Cass, back with another video. Let's get comfy. Y'all got y'all popcorn? Get some popcorn. Get you a little bottle of wine. Anyway, so today I decided to do a story time to tell y'all about how I used to be a Lyft driver. And yes, a bad bitch like me was driving Lyft. What? Imagine me picking you up on a Lyft. Hey, where your head at? Ew, cringy. The whole Lyft experience was cringy, no cap. But let's just get straight into it. On this particular day, it's a pretty ass day outside. You know, it's sunny as hell, whatever. I'm feeling good, you know, picking up passengers. Boom, 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 getting the money, you know. So I pull up, I'm in Cobb. So I pull up at Cumberland Mall, right? And I used to judge the passengers by the picture on the Lyft app. So if it looked like a sedity motherfucker, I know what I'm about to get into. If you can go down, the list goes on. So this particular ride, you know, it's a picture and it's like this girl and she kind of looked kind of bougie or whatever. And I'm like, all right, you know, schmoove, you know, whatever. She's probably going to work, some shit like that. Let's go. So, so I pull up to Cumberland, right? I pull up to the Macy's and I see the girl on the picture, because I'm always looking for the face, you know, of course. So I see the girl on the picture. She's by a car and I'm like, well, what the fuck is going on here? You have a car. Bitch, why are you requesting a ride? So I'm like, So she's like pointing and I'm like, the fuck she pointing at? So I look over. It's this black lady, you know, I would say she's like in her 60s or so. She got hella baggage. She got a suitcase that looked like them old blankets that we used to have at the sleepovers. Like them type of blankets. Like with all that fucking paisley print type shit all over it. I'm like, what the fuck she doing with all these bags? That shit stresses me out. It used to stress me out so bad as a Lyft driver to see people with hella bags. I'm like, where are we going? And why are you trying to put all that shit in my car, bruh? Like, instant anxiety. So I'm like, okay. So I roll down my window and I'm just like, is this motherfucker gonna explain anything to me? So, lo and behold, she does. She walks up, she's like, hey, how you doing? This lady needed a ride, so I just requested a lift for her. And I'm like, oh, okay. So this is a total stranger. I don't even have an app to back me up if this bitch goes crazy. She wasn't gonna go crazy, but that's just me being dramatic. So y'all, so she's like, how you doing, Cassidy? So she's African. She gets in the car. I'm like, how you doing? Oh, she seems like a pleasant lady. I'm like, her. And she was like, she's making small talk, which most passengers do. Contrary to what people like to say, the Lyft drivers talk too much. I was a quiet motherfucking Lyft driver. I ain't got shit to say. If you ain't got nothing to say to me, I don't got nothing to say, baby. Let's get this ride over with. Get the fuck on. So she gets in the back seat or whatever, and she was like asking me questions about Lyft. And all the people do this, you know. Oh, how much money do you make per ride? Or this, you know, just random ass shit they like to ask. So I'm thinking she on the same thing, you know. So she like, Cassidy, how much money does it cost to maybe go from here to where I'm going? And I was like, well, this particular ride probably would cost you like, I don't know, like $6. Okay. So mind you, I'm just like, you know, okay. What was the point of that? So, you know, we drive and she was like, I have so much to do. I have so much stuff to do. I'm moving. And I'm like, oh, you're moving? She's like, yes, but I have to get your bus out of town. And I'm like, oh, okay. You know, whatever. So she's going to like the public storage place. At that time, I had just like left my old relationship, so I had hella shit in that storage place too. So I was like, oh, I got stuff at this storage too, you know, whatever. Like, I can relate, sis. I understand you got a lot of shit in there. I feel you. Choppa. So so we get inside the place or whatever. She's like, Cassidy, can you help me? And I'm like, I'm already helping you. The fuck? What? She was like, can you drive me all the way to the back? And I'm like, oh, to your storage unit? Yeah, sure, not a problem. Certainly. So I drive her to her storage unit. She's like, Cassidy, before you leave, can you wait 1 minute? And I'm like, oh, she's like, yeah, can you wait for me? And I'm like, maybe she going to the bus station after this. So I was like, okay, yeah, I can wait for a few more minutes. Can I ask you a favor? And I'm like, okay, what's the favor? So along the ride, she also asked me, like, do you know any places where you can dump trash? And I'm like, well, maybe in the front, it's a dumpster up here or whatever. And she's like, okay. So when we get to the back to the storage unit, she start pulling shit out the storage unit. Y'all, I kept my car very clean, so I really wasn't with, like, you really don't have a choice, but I kept my car pretty clean because I didn't want nobody getting there and it was all stale and stinky or whatever, like, nah, fuck that. You gonna get a 5-star ride with me, get up in the back and smell good for you, baby. You want a little bit of, no, I never had treats and none of that shit. I was never that extra. But anyway, so she like, Cassidy, can I put some stuff in your trunk? And I'm like, she fucking pushing it. I'm like, some stuff like, okay, what kind of stuff you want to put in the trunk? So I'm looking at all the, it's a bunch of miscellaneous shit, like lamps, bullshit. And I'm like, leave it. Now I'm trying to tell her to go against her morals because I don't give a fuck at this point. Like, I don't want to deal with it. I was like, she was like, I just have to get all this stuff out the storage because they will think I'm a bad person. I cannot keep paying these bills. So I'm like, you don't want none of the stuff that's in your store? She's like, no. Do you want it? I'm like, no. Then just leave it there and let them deal with it. She's like, oh, that's not good, Cassidy. I don't want to take advantage. And in my mind, I'm like, you're fucking taking advantage of me. So also during the ride, she asked me for my personal number because I did used to give like cash rides to people. Like, you could hit my phone directly for a ride instead of doing it through Lyft. I just come get you, pay me directly, and I take all the money. Of course, why not? So she was like, yeah, can I put some stuff in the trunk? And I'm like, sure. So she started putting shit in the trunk, hella stuff, and I'm just like, I'm in the car ticking, bro. I am hot. I'm beyond mad because I don't want to do it. I don't know why I didn't say no. Again, that's been my problem, saying no. Like, So my trunk is full at this point, and I'm just like, what the fuck, bruh? So then she opens up the back seat, and I'm like, no, Claire, you can't put anything in the back seat. I'm not gonna be able to stop in between time to go clean my car. You can't put nothing in the back seat. And she's like, it's just a mattress cover. And I'm like, no, you can't put that in the car. She's like, Cassidy, what is wrong with the mattress cover? Are you really gonna go back and forth with me about me doing a favor or what the fuck you could put in my car? No. I look at the mattress cover. It's one of them little yellow net. I cannot stand these things, bro. They give me like, ugh, it's just cringy. It's, the little foamy ones that like, it just look like if you ripped open the car seat at the bottom, it would be inside of there, some shit. I don't know. It's disgusting. It had bugs all stuck to it, like dead spiders and shit. I'm like, hell no, Claire, get that shit back in the store. Put that shit the fuck back. No. This is where I draw the line, sweetheart. You got me fucked up. So she like, Cassidy, why can I not put this in that car? And I'm like, oh. So I get out the car because now I'm getting mad that she going back and forth. So I get out the car. I'm like, let me see what the fuck she got in the trunk. Why she can't just stuff this bitch in the trunk? It's not going in the car. Now here I am negotiating with Claire motherfucking ass. What are you, a gangster? She's bullying me. I tell her no. Fuck that little phone thing. You leave that shit in that storage and we finna go. I'm like, okay. So I'm going to continue to ride. No, Cassidy, you cannot continue to ride. I only asked for a ride to the storage. I will pay you in cash. Okay? And I'm like, okay. So I end the ride. So she asked me where she could dump it. And I'm like, at the trash can in the front. So we go to the front. Y'all, they got a lock on the motherfucking dumpster. She's already in my car. So I'm like, So I'm like, okay, I know where we can throw it away. So we go to this complex that's like less than 5 minutes up the road. So I drive to the complex and I'm, oh my God, when I say my hands are shaking, I'm so mad. I'm like furious, bro. Like, oh, nothing could explain how upset I was because it was just too much, you know? So we get up to the, we get to the complex, we get to the dumpster. She's like, Cassidy, can you help me get this stuff out the car? Are you gonna sit here? I'm like, who made you this way? Why are you like this? What the fuck do you mean? So, here my dumb ass go, sure, Claire, I'll help you. So I get out the car, bro. I help her take the shit out the car. We throwing it away. I'm slinging it in the trash can. I'm mad as shit. I'm just throwing shit. It's falling all over there. She's, Cassidy, some of this stuff is not making it into the trash can. Fuck it. Fuck it, Claire. Hurry up. So we get all this stuff in the dumpster, and then it clicked. Where the fuck Claire about to go? She don't live at that storage place. She don't live at this. Where is she about to have me take her now, bro? Like, I'm ready to get rid of her. I'm done. She's bad news. So I'm like, okay, Claire. So where you headed? Where we going now? She's like, can you take me back to this storage? I'm like, oh, okay, shit. She got it figured out. Fuck. Let's go. We drive back to the storage place or whatever. And I'm like, all right. Still simping. She like, how much do I owe you, Cassidy? I'm like, $20. Bitch, you done helped this lady move junk haul. This is a junk haul. You've helped her move all of her bullshit. And you giving her a ride to and from. And the ride that was paid for stopped at the storage place. $20? Try 40. But me just trying to be graceful and nice. I was like, just $20. Like, just get out of my hair. Need you out of my hair. She was like, oh, Cassidy, I don't have $20. I said, how much do you have? She was like, let me see. She pulled out an envelope, bruh. She was like, I can give you $5. It's full of change. She tried to start giving me quarters, bruh. Case quarters. She trying to pay me in quarters. I'm like, oh. I'm like, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Then she tried to manipulate me with a manipulating ass. She pulled out a little Bible pamphlet. Sis, God is what helped us get here. Okay? Don't try to do this to me right now. Don't do that. Don't involve my Lord in this shit you trying to pull right now. I'm not with it. It's not fucking okay, Claire. So so I take the Bible thing or whatever. So now I'm riding like, damn, you shouldn't have been like that. She got me feeling all guilty and shit. You shouldn't have treated that lady like that. You start being a jerk. I wasn't being a jerk, but I definitely start being a jerk. A little bitchy. I got an attitude. Now I'm like gritting my teeth. I'm tired as shit. I'm mad as hell. My neck like this the whole ride. I'm mad, bro. So after I was like, okay, Claire, you have a good day. She was like, thank you so much, Cassidy. I appreciate it. God bless you. Have a great day. And I'm like, thank you. You too. She's like, I will call you. I'm like, don't ever call me. For what? I don't ever want to see you again. The next day I get a call. And she was like, Cassidy, please help me. This is Claire. I just need a ride to the Greyhound station in Marietta. I can meet you at the storage. And I'm like, please, Cassidy, please, I need your help. I have no one else to call. I don't have any family here. I'm like, oh, is this a test, Lord? What are you testing me? Like, would I be wrong if I told this lady? Fuck no. So, okay, Claire. I'll help you. I'll take you to the Greyhound station. I said, but Claire, it's going to be $15 for me to take you there. And she's like, okay, no problem, Cassidy, no problem. Y'all, why I pull up to that motherfucking storage place with this lady, and she got hella shit pulled out the storage. She got a bandana tied on her head. She was like, that's my stuff right there. That is what I'm taking with me. I was like, what stuff? I'm thinking, you know, just that little suitcase. She was like, but can you help me take one more run to that place you took me to yesterday? Hell nah, Claire. Fuck no, Claire. It's not happening. Shit me. I said, so, wait a minute. Are you going to the bus station or not? Because I'm not helping you. If you can't help me take this stuff, I'm not going to the bus station. I said, Claire, I already drove all the way over here from my house. I don't live over here, Claire. Why do you got me here, Claire? This lady like, I'm sorry, Cassidy. I cannot help you. I said, well, you need to give me gas money for coming over here. Now I'm pissed off. Now it's just like, you know, fuck you, okay? I need someone. She was like, I don't have any money to give you, Cassidy. I don't have anything to give you. I said, you had $20. I need to get a ride to the bus station. I have to think about me. I'm like, okay, fuck it. When I say I backed up out that motherfucker store, I put the car in reverse. I don't even back up straight like that. You know, girls can't drive. I backed up so fast. I'm mad as shit, bro, that she done wasted my time like this. Then, why she called my phone later on that evening? Hello, Cassidy. This is Claire. I have moved all of my furniture. I have moved all of my things out the storage. If you can please help me just this one last time, give me a ride to the bus station. Please. Please. I will pay you. I ain't never called that lady back a day in my life. And Lord knows she fucking tried it. And I played myself. Never again. Never again. What a shit show it was. Like, what? 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 Hell no. Just thinking about it, bro. Like, I can't believe that lady had me moving junk out of her damn storage. Child, please. But that's the end of this story time. Y'all, I got a million crazy stories. That was just one of them. That was, I feel like I forgot some of the important details. But I get y'all got the gist of it. And I really hope y'all love it. I hope y'all love my story times. I try to tell y'all one once a week, like a little story. I got them forever. Forever, baby. It's another story about how I got my ass beat by a boy. Me trying to fight a boy. First of all, because my daddy used to have me box all the time. You couldn't tell me I couldn't fight, child. If you love this video, click the link, subscribe. If you a real one, you should have already been subscribed, okay? Because all my bad bitches, where y'all at? Click the link and subscribe to this video. Turn your notifications on. Comment. Tell me what kind of stories y'all want to hear. What type of shit y'all want to see on my page, on this channel. I love y'all. Follow all my social media. I put them in the link below. Click it. Love y'all. Until next time, love yourself.